The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from Ford Field. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Ooh. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw for Smith. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. You think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team...
And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. That his first touchdown this year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Goff going to open up with a throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Smith now to throw on first down. Oh, no, back over the middle. It's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And the Lions are going to have it at their own 32-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, This offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They go play action with Smith. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st down is Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 2nd down, Smith. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. He'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Oh, yeah. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, it's Goff. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he at the 35-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Shaheed with the catch. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A second down throw for Smith. And that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Smith carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the 1st down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. He is in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. He'll let one go. Down the middle. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Goff to throw on 1st down. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out, there was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
3rd and a yard. This time they stay on the ground. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Falcons 19.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Here now, 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. He'll go right and find his running back. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. The throw on the run is complete.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He's going to have a Falcons 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Lions call their 1st timeout.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 19.
Third and long. To throw, here's Smith. He'll get this into the hands of his running back.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Lions first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Goff to throw. In the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. It's Smith. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd and long. Now Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the sideline, inside the 25. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and 11. They hand it to Gibbs. And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery.
David Montgomery, ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be caught. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. Here's 1st down. back is Smith. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting in.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.